Okay, now in this video we're going to look at how you can create an email to send to your team. Now whether you've got 10 people in your team or 10,000 or 100,000, the process is exactly the same. You just create one email and it gets sent out to your entire list, or if you have multiple lists, it'll get sent out to multiple lists, and whatever lists they are, if you've got to say 10 lists and you select it to go to the same email to go to 5 of those 10 lists, then it can do that type of thing. But that's a little bit more advanced and we won't go into that now. Okay, so to create an email, quite simply, we're in the login, the first screen that comes up in your login account. Okay, now we go to this button up here where it says create. So if you click on that, and it'll bring up this screen here. Most of this stuff you won't need to worry about. Now over here in the left hand box it says my messages. Now what you want to do is there's the link at the top here that says create a message. You click on that one, and it's the middle option here where it says create a new email from scratch. Okay, so you just simply click on that one there, and it's going to open up. Now this is where you begin to compose your email. Okay, now the best piece of advice I could give you with all of this is to simply follow this through step by step, because there's a number of processes here. Now let's say we wanted to call the email, what's a good name? Have you seen this new fat loss info? Okay, and then you go down here and say hi, and quite simply just type in the message. You seen this new fat loss information that I have just discovered. Right, quite easy. And once again, if you've used Microsoft Word before, or even Microsoft Outlook or Outlook Express, you might recognize some of these little things up here. Right, but for the most part, for the type of simple emails that you will want to create, you won't need very many of those. Okay, so you can type in whatever you want there, and then all you need to do is put down a little thank you or a salutation down the bottom, if that's the right word for that thing down the bottom, and then you just put your name. You know, you might want to put your details there. You might even want to put your email address, that type of thing. Okay, so now that email is ready to go. You could format this a little bit by, and what I mean by formatting it is make it look a little bit more prettier, simply by highlighting the text, and you do that with your right mouse button, and you hover over by clicking the mouse, hold the mouse button down, the left mouse button, sorry, click the left mouse button down and run it over your text like that. And then you can choose something like the font size. Okay, so we'll make that look like this, change it into Arial, which is a fairly standard common sort of font. You might want to make this bold, but seriously, you're getting away from, by doing this type of thing, you're getting away from it. You could even do things like change colors, right, so that you might want to go to make that say a nice vivid blue. Just waiting for this stuff to come up, so we'll turn that into a blue. Okay, and there you go. Right, you can do all that type of stuff, but I won't worry about that with sending emails, and I don't think that it really makes much of a difference when you're sending emails. Now, one thing you must do is, this here is what you call the HTML area, and that's getting a little bit geeky, so let me just say this. When emails are sent out from software like this, it creates what's called a HTML version, which is a formatted version, which is like Microsoft Word, right? Or it'll send out a plain text version without any formatting on it. And there are a lot of people out there that don't want to receive emails that are formatted like the above one. They just want the plain text one. And so it's actually international law that these software providers like iContact have to provide this information. So once you've finished creating your information, your email up here, all you need to do is hit copy text. See the copy text button there? Just click on that. It copies it down into the box below, and that's all you have to worry about. You don't need to do anything else with that. Now from there, okay, all you need to do is click on the button here where it says choose destination. Okay, so we click choose destination, and this is where you can select what list you want to send it to. As I said, if you're running multiple lists, but in the beginning you won't need to worry about that. Now there's some Oh So Easy lists right now, but I'm not going to send it to the Oh So Easy list. I'm going to send it to my test list. Now I've created a test list for you in your account, okay, and that test list will just have your email address in it, so that when you send it, it actually gets sent to yourself, so that you can have a look and see what the email looks like before you go and send it to your team. Okay, it's important that you do that, all right, so that you get an idea of what it looks like. Okay, so always when you're formatting or creating an email, send it to your own test list first. It's a good idea to get into that habit. You want to look professional, and you don't want to send out ugly looking emails that have got spelling mistakes or that are all over the place. So just send it to your own test list, and it'll just go to you. Okay, so down here in the bottom right hand corner, you click on proceed to send. Okay, now international law requires that you initial the emails being sent to say that it's just them asking if your list has permission to receive these emails from you. You could put anything in there, but it's just a requirement that they provide that. Now, just down here on the left hand side, if you click deliver immediately, it will go virtually straight away to your whole list. But what you can do, if you wanted to schedule it for a time in the future, you can use this function over here. Now just bear in mind that this function here is in, I think it's East Coast USA time. Yes, it is, Eastern time right there. Okay, so whatever that is, I think it's about 14 hours behind us, or it might even be more than that, I'm not sure. But I don't worry about that too much. But let's say I was going away for the weekend and I wanted to make sure an email left on Saturday and it was Thursday, right? And so I would set this up to go, say, sometime Sunday morning, and then set the date and time, and then hit schedule delivery, and it will automatically send that out on that date and time for you, right? So it's quite a useful function, but at this stage I wouldn't worry about it too much. So for now, you click deliver immediately, and it'll take us through to the next page where it should say that it has, yep, okay, your email has been queued and will be sent shortly. Okay, and that's the email details there. Alright, so, and then if you've sent that to your test list, you should, sometimes it'll take a minute or two, sometimes it's immediate, sometimes if they're busy, it could take a couple of hours. Okay, so just be aware of that, but have a look in your email box for the email that you've sent to yourself in your own test list. Right, and then once you're satisfied that that is the email that you want to send, in the next video I'll show you how to bring that email out and send it exactly as it is. Alright, so we'll get to the next video right now.